Hola todos, hello to all, this is Punar. I talk about F1 a lot on this channel. If you are subscribed to my channel and watching the circuit, guys, I'm not at the place where I'm usually at, in front of my world map. I'm here at this plain wall, actually in front of this plain wall, because me and my husband are just moved in the Netherlands, so this is a temporary video place for us, for the circuit, guys, but I'm very excited because I'm here. But never mind, let's go for this weekend circuit guide. We are going to Mexico City for the Mexico City Grand Prix this weekend, and let's go for the circuit guide. The first F1 Grand Prix was held on in Mexico in 1963, but the circuit was with a different name back then. The most famous racing brothers of Mexico actually was Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez, and they are the father of Mexico circuits actually. They were working as an advisor to back then's Mexico president, and they told him like it would be a great idea to have some circuit around the park with the current roads so they can have some Grand Prix back there, and the president liked the idea, so they started to work on the circuit Magdalena Michuno Sports Park. And the original circuit was named based on that park actually, and the races, the Grand Prix, was held on between 1962 and 1917 back then. And they had a break, but later on the circuit's name had changed to Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, which means practically the Hermanos brothers circuit, or like so, because they were the father of the circuit, the idea of the father of the idea of the circuit, they named after them the circuit actually. When with that new name, Formula 1 races were held on between 1986 and 1992, then later on F1 adios to Mexico again. But in 2015 F1 went back to the Mexico Grand Prix with the renovated version of the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez by Herman Tilke, of course. Circuit is 4.3 kilometers, and we will have 71 race laps on Sunday, so it's a shorter circuit compared to the other circuits on the calendar. And this circuit is different because of the altitude of that area of the circuit actually, because it's higher, above around 2 kilometers of the sea level, so the air is very thin at that level of the sea, above 2 kilometers or whatever, how you call it, I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's a thin air in that high altitude actually. Because of that, it's hard to keep the downforce, so we might see some slidings on the circuit because of that. Even though they just put so much effort for the corners, have some grips for the cars, we still might see some slidings because of that high altitude. So I have to mention that the stadium area, oh my god, I mean, I have to be there to feel that kind of atmosphere, but it looks amazing, especially when a drivers win at the end of the race, or when they get some kind of championship or imported record or whatever you want. The atmosphere goes crazy. I can't even imagine if on Sunday Perez would win the race, and I mean that stadium area would go wild for him, and it will be like the privilege to be there to watch the race from that moment, with Perez winning the race or whoever else. I'm sure the Mexican people miss Formula 1 because they haven't had a Grand Prix because of the COVID last year, so I'm sure they missed it, but Perez would be like a better choice for them, I'm sure of it. Lap record belongs to Valtteri Bottas from 2018 with 118.7. The king, the El Rey of the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, is Jim Clark with 3 wins at Mexican Grand Prix, but the latest winner from 2019 is Sir Lewis Hamilton himself. Again, he's winning lots of races, as you can find from this circuit guides, but he is not the one that has the most wins in the circuit. So I'm sure he will be chasing for that too. Even though he's not doing it like purposely, but if he gets the third win this weekend in Mexico Grand Prix, he will match with the Jim Clark. And besides that, I'm saying this in almost every circuit guide lately, but the tension is getting higher. I mean, the US Grand Prix was hectic. I mean, it was so exciting. It wasn't having some kind of crashes, spins or stuff like that on the circuit, but there was a pure racing till the end between Verstappen and Hamilton. One chased and one ran from him, but still none of them made any mistakes at the last lap with that stress level. So it was a delightful race for us, I think, and it will be like this till the end of the season if we can have the title competition going between them, and fingers crossed for the last race championship at the last race finale, please, please, please. Anyhow, and so probably this weekend will be another exciting race. We'll see if Max Verstappen can open the gap more or Lewis Hamilton will close the gap a little bit more. I don't know, we'll see. But it's gonna be excited and it's gonna be great atmosphere again, because there was no Grand Prix last year, so I'm sure Mexico will bring the fiesta to this Grand Prix this weekend. And if you like my videos and if you want to support my channel, you can just click the like button down there, and also you can subscribe to my channel because there will be circuit guides for every Grand Prix on the calendar this season, so you won't miss any of them if you subscribe. And see you on the next video. Hasta luego!